Look, Alf. Bed's all clean.
Oh, squish.
The Alfie squish is like the centerpiece.
I know. My mom got it for us for Christmas. It looks exactly like him. I love it. I'm out of my Squishmallow era. I got rid of all of them, but that one is pretty.
You got rid of all of them?
Well, I mean,
Alright, your
my
parents.
sisters adopted them, I suppose, or my sisters are now.
I still have the Gengar.
Oh, yeah.
And the turtle you got me.
Those ones make sense, but that one's so perfect. Okay. We're gonna do our check-in. Being really bad. I know, we're both counting.
It's early.
We're gonna do our check-in first. My heels are un poco broken. The strap is like about to snap in half, so I'm gonna try to be pretty careful when doing my posing. And yeah, let me show you how we do our check-ins.
Okay.
Getting there a little bit. Okay, I use a yoga reel in the mornings, and then heavily before I pose. I get very, very tight in my erectors and in my back, all the way up and down my spine, and I feel like I can't get an arch unless I've like really, really warmed up my back. So I lay back on a yoga roll to do some stretching before my posing, and I feel like I just am able to get a way better pose for my check-in.
This is Alfie's favorite part of the day.
It is. This is the way he wants to be.
Right up in your personal space.
He's like, how do I get comfy?
This is so ballsy.
I learned that I can balance on the edge of our counter. I used to like balance on top of something, and then it would just sit there, and I'm like, okay. I don't actually record it like this, but I wanted to flex some parts so that we could do that. This is what our front pose is looking like. Can you see it?
Pookie's looking, yeah. Pookie's looking absolutely fire in the front and back pose.
Again, I'm just gonna record a quick clip of me posing this under my posing coach. I feel like I'm better able to, or like my poses are just crisper when I hit it on a self-timer than screenshotting from a video. I feel like it just gets blurry, so that's why I do that. That's no other reason really. But now I'm gonna pop on some music really quickly, just do my posing routine 2-3 times. Well, my back is not like super tight, and so that's my posing coach, yeah. Okay, so I'm going ahead and sending my check-in to Brandon, and these are our weigh-ins this week. We'll be able to focus on that.
Yeah.
So we started in at 151, and I started my summer period the day before, and then today we're 147. So we were really plateaued at like 151 for a good week or two. So I'm really, really happy. But yeah, I just sent all this to him, the weeks out we are now, how training, sleep, digestion, everything went, and any comments or concerns. But I really just say like, I mean, it's been an amazing week, no mishaps, no comments this week. Yeah, so I'm very happy. Oh, first, look how much it rise.
Oh my gosh.
It was like really low. Okay, so I'm making English muffins today. Obviously I can't eat it, it's for Parsa, but I am really excited about this. So basically we're making English muffins right now, and I have to knead this one more time, but needed to let it proof overnight. Let's see if it'll come out. There it goes. Okay. Okay.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. So really this morning I'm watching a TikTok tutorial. I think we just knead it one more time and let it sit for an hour, and then I cut it, which is so exciting. Okay. That's the first time I feel like it's risen that much, like it's supposed to. Okay, so I guess I don't. I guess I really from here I'm just gonna roll it out. But, oh my gosh. I'll cut it off camera.
Give it a nice slap.
Amazing. Yeah, but I'm gonna roll this out after the video and cut it out and cook it. I'm so excited. One thing we're not gonna forget is a mug this time.
Oh my god.
It's been twice now that I've turned on I'm not even that deep on prep that I've turned on the Nespresso maker and there not been a mug in there.
You are blonde though.
I blame it on the blonde. It's really never. Ugh.
Nadie Dios mijo.
It's never the prep, it's the blonde. I just get whiter and whiter blonde as I get close to my show. Every time the bleach hits my scalp. Sarah loses her swings.
See, even when you went to your copper hair, you were still making these mistakes.
It's just part of me. Yeah.
You can take the girl out of the blonde, but you can't take the blonde out of the girl.
Mm-hmm. That's some black coffee, vanilla this morning. I'm gonna add a little sugar-free syrup. I like the toasted marshmallow right now. I think this is from like TJ Maxx. And I'll sip on this. Be honest, is this too much? Stop, it's so cute, right? I haven't looked at it in here.
Honestly, it's not enough. It needs to be able to light up and glow.
I'm gonna tuck it in. I think this is so great. I ordered this from Etsy, it says my name. I just think that's so casually cute. Here. Get them in the bright lights. Look, it looks great. It's just cute. I don't know. Success. During cardio last night, I ordered a bunch of stuff, but it was Amazon Fresh. I didn't realize Amazon had food, but it literally came overnight. It came between like 7 and 8 a.m. Because I needed more flour. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna order a flour from Amazon. Apparently, obviously, you can't just order it. You need to get it from the grocery store. So we got flour. We got a lot of baking stuff because I'm in my baking arc right now, if you haven't been following Instagram. And then we need more honey. I'm also making some fun combinations of sourdough. Probably tomorrow, maybe later this evening. So I got a couple things for that. So I got some frozen raspberries. I wanted to do like a raspberry chocolate chunk one. I got some blueberries because I wanted to do like a blueberry lemon zest one. I got more heavy whipping cream, and I also did get mascarpone so I could make some tiramisu for Persa's parents this weekend. We needed more eggs, so I did get more eggs. What are the odds this is broken, Persa?
I'm gonna say at least 7 out of 10.
No, it's not.
Wow.
Oh my god, go Amazon Fresh. Okay. And then I got vegetables because I was out of vegetables. But if y'all done prep before y'all know, we shop while we do cardio. Like if you're gonna be doing cardio for an hour, I'm buying something. Might as well be groceries. Really excited, and I really want to make bread today, so we're gonna go ahead and feed my sourdough starter so that I can make some more bread later. I wanted to bring some bread to Persa's parents as well when we go later today. Not today, this weekend. And my sourdough starter is quite new, so I feel like I need to feed it kind of daily right now. I'm like, if I'm feeding it, might as well make one loaf of bread, it'll be fine. So we're just gonna do a 1-to-1 ratio into my sourdough starter. I'm gonna do like, I put 100 grams in there. Maybe I should do 200 grams of water, made of flour, and then I'll do the equal parts water. If y'all know anything about this, with not knowing how much your starter weighs, please let me know. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna do, I'm gonna do 2-to-1. I'm gonna do 200 grams, but it might just need a long time to sit. Who needs a biscuit cutter when you have a Helimix? Why does this look like the perfect circle? I feel like it's a big enough biscuit, so I'm gonna cut my biscuits with this. Oh, that's perfect. No,
That's a
literally
great
no
size.
way. That's amazing. Okay. I ordered a biscuit cutter and it comes in at like noon today. And I was gonna wait, but no need to wait. I'm gonna have a Helimix. Oh my god, that is so perfect. Oh.
That's actually insane. Like this size is
Parsha's about to eat good in a minute. This is what they look like right now, and I'm gonna let them rise for an hour, and I'm gonna put a towel over these. Mess number 2 of the morning. Lord have mercy. I don't even know. This is gonna be a hard one to clean.
lovely jubbly.
It's okay.
At least the honey pot's filled.
Yeah, oh my gosh. I love using it for some of my recipes. So, we're having a low day today. I feel like every YouTube video I've done, it's been a high day. I do like every other day right now, low carb, high carb. It's like my rotation, but today's low. So we're doing no carbs with breakfast besides some blueberries. So we're doing 50 grams of blueberries, my normal sausage, my egg whites with some sriracha, and I got my first Stanley going down. I try to drink a full one of these with breakfast, and then when I go do my cardio in a little bit, I'll drink a full one with my cardio, and then I'll usually get the other 2 in somewhere during the day. I've been trying to be super, super intentional about my water, and I feel like I'm just keeping everything super just balanced. I find when I'm underdoing my water, honestly, I wake up a little bit more watery in a weird way. I just think that I need to make sure I keep on top of it, really drinking equally throughout the day. And it just makes me feel like I'm waking up at my tightest. And it's been really, really helpful. But we're gonna eat this. And look how beautiful. Ah. Okay, English muffins were finally, they had to like proof for an hour, so we're putting them on the stove now. And I'm basically just toasting each side. I'm so excited. I'm gonna be so excited for Parts to come home just so he can try them. But yeah, it's just a quick cook on each side. I think that they said like 4 minutes. Go ahead. It's like you knew the camera was going on. It's kind of a random thought because I was watching a TikTok that kind of pertained to this, although it was about not bodybuilding. I get asked a lot if my goal always was to go pro and to go to the Olympia, and I feel like sometimes my way of getting into bodybuilding feels a little bit invalid because I see these people that their first season, I wish I was like this, but their first season, they hired the right coach, they were with the right person, they had the right mindset, and they were ready to take it all, and then they go pro their first season, and it's like they were made for it. And I think that like, it's quite interesting how I got into bodybuilding, because I think I did it because I was trying to find a way to make a promise to myself that this was something I could achieve. And I think my entire life I had underestimated, and not underestimated, but I think I would hold my own self back and didn't let myself fully get excited towards my goals and fully chase things that I felt like was unattainable. And I felt like it was COVID that I prepped, and I was like, fuck it all, like I am doing it and I'm going to do something hard. And it was more about a promise to myself that I was each day showing up 110% to perfection of what I needed to do to get to my goals. And I think it was more of I respected myself enough to keep that promise to myself each day. And then I got to stage and I loved it. And I think over time it's developed into a thing of, oh, okay, I understand what it takes to be successful in the sport. I want that. And it's definitely evolved over time. And it's just so interesting because when I talk to people, they're like, oh man, have you always set sights to be a coach and always set sight to be a pro and go to the Olympia? And I'm like, no. I was so lost and so unsure. And I think it was because I was so uncertain about who I was and what I enjoyed and what I liked that it held me back so much in life. Because I was like, I don't even know what I want to major in. I don't know what I want to do with my life. I don't know what my hobbies are. I was always just chasing like getting the best grades, doing whatever I needed to do to get into the best schools. And then it's like, what's next? You know, and I got into a top, you know, really good school. And then it's like, well, what do I even want out of this? You know, and obviously I graduated and everything, but now looking back, I'm like, everything happened in perfect timing because it allowed me to truly learn about myself and take the time to realize what I enjoy. I'm not a person that like, I always knew who I was and always knew what I enjoyed. And I think it was more of a self-confidence thing that I was so uncertain about who I was that I felt like I needed to become a certain person to feel accepted by the people that were around me. And I think it just came, I moved a lot. You're learning a lot about me right now. I moved a lot as a kid, and growing up, and I think that I'm just now the last, 4 years learning about myself, and I'm fully becoming the person I'm envisioning. And over time, bodybuilding taught me that. My first prep taught me that, and taught me that anything I set my mind to, I'm going to succeed and I'm going to be able to do. Everything that's happened in my life in every phase has allowed me to be who I am today. And even this year, I finally feel like I'm falling into some hobbies that I feel like I'm going to keep for the rest of my life. And I feel like I'm finally learning about myself. And every single year, there's something new. I'm learning more about my relationships, about how to be a good friend, how to be a good coach, how to be a good athlete. And the past 5 years have been monumental to me learning about myself. And so this is just kind of a reminder that sometimes you just have to make a promise to yourself and respect yourself enough to keep your promises to yourself. And it doesn't always have to be something that's super extreme. And it doesn't always have to be like, oh, I'm going to go pro, I'm going to be an Olympia, I'm going to get first. Sometimes that's not what people's goals are, But yeah, the TikTok I watched, he was kind of pertaining to running, about like showing up each day and making that promise to himself and doing it. And it wasn't about, hitting a certain pace and a certain distance. It was just getting up and doing it. And I think in a lower scale lifting, that's what that kind of started out for me. And being a bodybuilder, that's how it started out for me. And I fell in love with it and have learned so much about myself in that. And that's just so exciting. So I was just very lucky with the people that I put in my life and the people that have surrounded me and supported me. And I think in this time, it's all fallen into place. And it's all fallen into place for this year. Like, it's crazy. I hired a coach at 19 years old, 18 years old, I think 19 years old. I was just getting in my second year of college. I was so young, and it really did mold me into the person that I am today. How many months until 2024? 3 months? 2 months. 2 months and I'm 24. I started this at 19. Started bodybuilding, doing shows at 19. Started lifting at like 16 years old. And this has just developed who I am today. I don't know what this video ended up being, but I am proud of all the work we've been putting in the routine that I've been putting in this prep. And I think that, like I said, last video, this prep is going to be totally different. My failures, mainly like failure or last season having to pull out, my successes in past shows, we're surpassing it all. And it's all leading into this prep, into this moment. And for once, that is exciting for me and not scary. I think every other prep, I looked forward and realized the future, and it caused a lot of stress and it caused a lot of worry. And for once, the future and what's coming and how much potential is there is so freaking exciting. And I'm so ready for it. And I'm glad to have you all along this journey. But yeah, this video ended up being like kind of a morning routine / check-in / why I do this shit, how I got here. But love y'all. We'll chat a little bit more next video, and lots more videos to come, because your girl is so excited to finally be getting deep in prep and feeling this shit. Okay. And that note, a little ab flex for the road. Love y'all.